Elsie and the Magic Goose. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village nestled between green hills and sunny meadows, lived a farmer named Elsie and her kind-hearted goose, Gilda. Gilda was not an ordinary goose. She had a shimmering golden feather that glowed warmly under the sun. One morning, as Elsie was feeding Gilda, she noticed something shiny in the grass. It was a golden egg. Elsie couldn't believe her eyes. She picked up the egg and ran to show her family. They were all amazed by the sight. As days passed, Gilda laid a golden egg every morning. Elsie and her family sold the eggs and soon became wealthy. They fixed their old farmhouse, bought new clothes, and even helped fix the village school. One day, Elsie thought, if Gilda can lay such precious eggs, perhaps she is made of gold inside. Greed clouded her judgment. Elsie became consumed with curiosity and greed, wondering if Gilda herself might be made of gold. As she contemplated the unthinkable act of cutting open Gilda, her wise grandmother noticed her distress and decided to tell her a cautionary tale to steer her away from greed. This tale was about Tom, a humble baker whose life was simple and content until a mysterious traveler gave him a magic stone that made his oven produce endless bread. One night, a mysterious traveler offered Tom a magic stone. "Place this in your oven," the traveler said, "and whatever you bake will multiply 100-fold by morning." Overjoyed, Tom accepted the stone, dreaming of all the bread he could make and imagining the wealth that would follow. The next morning, Tom opened his oven to find it overflowing with bread, just as the traveler promised. Tom quickly became the richest man in the village, but with each passing day, his joy diminished. The bakery was always crowded, the villagers argued over the bread, and Tom had no time to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Feeling overwhelmed, Tom decided to remove the magic stone, hoping to return to his simple, happy life. But the stone was nowhere to be found. It had vanished as mysteriously as it had appeared. The oven continued to produce endless bread, trapping Tom in a cycle of endless baking. One night, weary and desperate, Tom stayed up and whispered to his oven, "I wish for nothing more than to bake at my own pace again." Hearing his genuine plea, the oven ceased its magic, returning to how it once was. Tom learned that more isn't always better, and he returned to enjoying his craft, no longer burdened by his greed. Elsie, moved by the story, saw the parallels in her own life. Elsie learned that true wealth wasn't about golden eggs but cherishing the magical moments with those you love. From that day on, Elsie treated Gilda not as a golden egg layer but as a cherished friend, enjoying every sunrise they shared. And so, Elsie and Gilda lived happily, appreciating the beauty in the simple things, and their life was full of joy and laughter, proving that the best treasures are often found not in wealth but in love and friendship.